So Stylo, thank you for sitting down with us today.
No problem, bro.
So let's just jump right into it. How did you get the name Stylo?
I just made it myself. I just
made it
came up
yourself?
and reinvented myself, basically.
Gotcha. So
Yeah.
Stylo, the brand, is now
Yeah.
born.
Yeah, basically. I just got it from a song, really. It's a gorilla song featuring Andre 3000.
Okay.
And those are just kind of like things that I was into. Like I was into the Gorillas. I was into Andre 3000, Outkast. Basically, like I'm an old head in a way, but like not really, you know? Because
Yeah.
I still like listen to old shit, watch old shit, like old movies, old music and shit.
What are some old movies you like? Any favorites that come to mind?
I don't know. I like the Goonies. I like Forrest Gump. I mean, it's not that old, but like.
Some classics.
Yeah, I like the Freddy Krueger, Nightmare on Elm Street series and shit.
Right.
Freddy vs. Jason. Not Freddy vs. Jason, but like Friday the 13th.
Gotcha.
And shit like that, you know?
So, are those some of the reasons you got into wanting to be an artist, like Gorillaz?
I mean, nah,
Andre
I just
3000?
always like, I like a fuckload of music, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's kind of just like something I always was really interested in, you know?
Right.
Like I wasn't really interested in anything else as much as like music, like listening to music really, like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? And just kind of, I just started doing it, you know? I always
Gotcha.
wanted to do it myself,
Right.
you know?
No, that's what's up. So I know you're working on a lot of music now. What are some of the goals before 2019 is over?
I'm trying to drop like 2 or 3 tapes, you know what I'm saying, before the year's over,
For sure.
just to kind of like get the ball rolling type
Right,
shit, you know?
right.
And then like more music in
Gotcha.
2020, you know, 2020 vision.
So I've been listening to some of your music. I checked out that Robin Hood track.
You fuck with it?
Yeah, I liked it a lot.
That's
I
what's
liked the video too.
Appreciate it.
And I wanted to jump into some of the lyrics a little bit.
That's
Is
what's
it
up.
true that the parents don't like you? Because I've been sitting down with you. You seem like a good guy. What was like the inspiration for that line, you know?
I mean, I feel like parents don't like me. I mean, some parents like me, but I feel like my girl's parents don't like necessarily like me that much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
Like
hear you.
I always caught that vibe since I've been with her. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
But that's kind of where that came from.
Oh, okay. I hear you. So you're from Dallas.
Yeah, I'm from Dallas. I was born in Parkland Hospital in downtown.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And obviously we're in New York right now.
Yeah.
So I wanted to jump into it because I ask a lot of artists that sit down with me kind of the differences in sound and the vibe. So
Yeah.
when you're in New York, like what are some of the differences that you see between Dallas versus New York City?
Sound wise,
Yeah, sound-wise, and then just like, you know, the vibe.
I mean, it's like the modern sound or like just like 2012 type shit. Like
Yeah, just
the new rappers. Are you talking about like Crime Life and stuff like that? Like that, they sound good. Like I fuck with it. You know, the sound is cool.
Yeah.
Like their beats are kind of similar to ours. You know.
Right.
But I feel like Texas got the best music coming out right now,
Yeah.
bro. Like we have so many artists pumping out of like the DFW in general, like Arlington. Like we all recorded the same studio, bro.
Right.
Like in Arlington, Texas, right next to the Cowboy Stadium,
Gotcha.
and we got the best music, bro.
So
coming
tell
out,
us a
bro.
little bit about that vibe, you know, because that's kind of cool. You have like a hub that you've been working with a lot of different artists. Like, who are some of the artists you've been working with over there?
Well, my main producer is Guan, his dad Guan. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying, on Instagram.
Shout out to
And
Guan.
yeah, shout out Guan. I've been working with, I got a song with Splurge. We got some shit coming out. I got some shit coming with Gun. I don't know if you ever heard of him. It stands for Geeked Up Nigga.
Okay.
And some shit with my homie Emotional Zan. He's from out there too. He's kind of popping in the city. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
But so as far as features, that's really it, you know, right now.
For sure.
But I'm finna just pump out a lot of solo shit, you know what I'm saying?
Nice. So I like to ask artists this question, and you know, take a second to think about it. If you had an ideal hypothetical situation where you can work with any artist you have a feature with, who is an artist you would really like to work with? That's alive right now, doing their thing.
Key.
Key?
Yeah, he from Atlanta. He's
Okay.
like an OG, you know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
He's just hard, you know?
Right.
He's been doing his thing for a long time, and like he's kind of like his music is kind of like really blowing up now, kind of.
Yeah.
You know?
Have you been to Atlanta?
Yeah, I've been to Atlanta.
Right.
I sold T-shirts one time in Atlanta. I flew to Atlanta and sold some T-shirts that I made when I was like 18.
Got you.
Some shit like that. I was like 19 probably. But
What are some of the differences you see in the climate, like in terms of the music industry? Like, I like to see the different perspectives because New York, Atlanta, there's a big differences, like how people work. You know?
I mean, I've only been to New York one other time, so I didn't really see too much. I kind of just went to the studio for a weekend and like kind of isolated myself. I wasn't really around any other New York rappers, so I really don't know the vibe too much. But like Atlanta, like it seems like they work together, you know, like they all hang out, if not work together type shit. And that's kind of how Texas is kind of like starting to do, which I'm really happy about, you know?
No, that's what's up, because you kind of hit the nail on the head, because that's one of the issues a lot of people have with New York. It's super like competitive and cutthroat, where it's like a lot of these other cities are moving up together quick because they're kind of working together more.
Shouting each other out type shit.
Building each other up, you know?
Yeah.
No, that's what's up. And then I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about this Instagram picture that I saw with you and Nardwar. Can you take us a little bit behind that story, what that picture is about?
Yeah, I was just in South by Southwest, and I was linking with JID from Dreamville. I was just giving him some bud, some Larry Pack, and I went backstage, and when I was leaving, I met Nardwar. Like, I guess he was going to interview JID, and I just was like, let's take a pic real quick, and he was cool.
Word.
Know?
How was that South by Southwest experience for you?
It was cool, you know. It was chill. Smoking a lot of weed. Austin is like a chill ass city, so like, there's nothing too extra over there, you know.
Do you think it's a worthwhile experience for artists to go down to South by Southwest? I
feel like yes and no, because like you don't need it, but like it's also like a thing where if you're trying to perform, like if you're trying to get in front of people, like yeah, go, but like don't go unprepared, you know?
Right. So like, go there and be strategic with it.
Yes. Definitely have a plan. You know, like you don't want to just like sometimes I just kind of do shit, you know, but like I'm a lucky person. I don't know, like shit just happens for me, like without me even trying type shit. But like I would definitely recommend someone have a plan, a strategy, like going out there type shit.
Got you. Now,
like sign up, because you have to sign up like a year, 6 months before to like get on like official shows out there. So definitely, you want to prepare for a long time.
No, for sure. So I was listening to the Robin Hood track, and I heard a shout out about Take K. Can you take me a little bit through those bars?
Yeah, free Take K. He wrongly accused. Word. Yeah, I knew Take K, you know what I'm saying, before everything happened. Like me and my parents knew him, really. And like he kind of just like went, I guess, started hanging out with the wrong crowd type shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I kind of fell back from that, and that's why I'm here today. You know what I'm saying? I could be in that predicament myself. But like free Take K, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
He was an innocent kid though, bro. Real shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, he don't deserve this at all.
So what was Take K like? Like
he was a funny ass gangster ass kid. He wasn't like he you know what I'm saying? Like would go. He didn't stay with his parents. He was like a homeless kid, but not really. Like he always had a couch to sleep on. Like we all like all of our friends like would always let him stay. You know what I'm saying? Anywhere, type shit. But yeah, like he was a big part of the city. He's really what kind of like made it take off. You know, like him blowing up. Now everyone's paying attention to us. Like no one was paying attention to us before him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like. Everyone was paying attention to Atlanta, New York, LA, but like since that happened, like it's record labels coming knocking on our door, like Def Jam and shit. Like they're signing a bunch of Texas artists, you know.
Gotcha.
So he was kind of like a martyr, like in a way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Is that how you say it?
For sure. I mean, he was a vital piece of, you know, kind of putting the spotlight on all that talent out there.
Yeah, for sure, bro. I really hope like he ends up getting an appeal and some shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Like in getting out like sooner than later.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The shit sucks, but like, you know, he didn't kill nobody, so like, you know.
For sure.
You don't deserve that.
Who are some of those other artists you were just talking about, like 2020 or?
Oh, okay. So
like
what I
Eddie
was
put a
saying was,
spotlight on them?
you're gonna start hearing Blitz. You're gonna start hearing Jug. You're gonna start hearing 2020 Vision. You know what I'm saying? Like these are just things like sayings, slogans from our lifestyle in DFW. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
we coming. You know what I'm saying? We coming. Like
Right.
just know we coming. You're gonna hear us everywhere. Like real shit.
I appreciate you giving us some insight into that Texas market, you know?
Hell yeah, like, man, everybody be stealing Texas swag, like, real shit. Like,
Word.
it's obvious sometimes, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna speak on any names, but like, we see it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We see it, y'all come to our producers, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all don't have y'all's own, but it's okay, you know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
We're gonna change up our sound.
Word.
But we do it best, you know what I'm saying? Everything bigger in Texas.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? But shout out New York though, you know, I fuck with y'all because New York fucks with me. So like, you know, I fuck with who fuck with me.
Take us through a little bit about the tapes that are coming out. Like what are the tapes about? Like you got a name for them?
I don't have a name for the tape I'm about to drop with Guan, but like I'm gonna think of one by the end of this weekend. Like
Gotcha.
I ain't even tripping. But that one I'm gonna have like 7 or 8 songs on it. That was gonna be hard. Like
Nice.
Robin Hood's gonna be on there. I dropped a song called Scholarships. That one's like at like 30K on this Strapped ENT. I don't know if you've ever heard of that. It's like a SoundCloud page or whatever.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna put that on the tape, and it's just gonna be some new shit on the tape. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
My sound isn't gonna be like just one type of sound. Like I'm gonna just like do it whatever I'm feeling. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're gonna diversify the moods.
Yeah.
Now that's what's up. Take us a little bit about this Scholarships track. What is that about? Like, what was the inspiration for it?
Getting some head. Like
Okay.
it's like my bitch got a doctorate. What your hoe got? Like she got that brain. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
she got a doctorate. You know? She got
hear
that
you.
good.
And then I wanted to know a little bit more about just some of your long-term goals, like where you're trying to be in the next 3 to 5 years. Because I see you're working hard. You're putting out a lot of music.
Shit, I just wanna fucking build businesses. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like hire people, shit like that. You know
For
what I'm saying? Give people like a place to make money, type shit. Like in a lot of different areas, not just my city.
Gotcha.
You know?
What are some of these specific businesses you're interested in? Because I know you
Shit.
do the merch.
Food spots, merchandise, clothing type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Not even just that. Like I don't know. Maybe I want to buy a shopping mall. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
And have like a way fire mall than they like. You know how malls suck. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
I would make a mall that doesn't fucking suck. You
That's
know?
what's up. I mean, once they legalize some bud, you could do it all over there. You know?
Yeah, definitely.
That's what's up. Any people behind the scenes or people that you want to maybe give their roses to now that maybe inspired you, helped you out during your career so far?
Shit, Larry Pack, shit,
Larry Pack.
Guanton Soup over here.
Yeah.
Shit, like fucking my mom, my fucking girl, like just people around me supporting me. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Type shit.
And I see you got a tight crew that you work with. You got a producer, you have some managers. Like,
Yeah.
and I like to ask artists this because it's cool to get their perspective. What should artists look for when they're looking for management or someone to help them with their career?
I would say don't go searching for it. Let it find you.
Make it organic.
Yeah, definitely. If you're over here searching for a manager, a lot of times you're not finding the right person for the job.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. Because a lot of artists like are searching for a manager to like, I want this person to take me to the next level, where it's like you should have your game plan ready.
Yeah, you should be your own manager.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't have a manager, be your own manager. That works. Like,
Right.
it really does.
Right. So explain this relationship you have with Juan, the producer you work with. How'd you guys meet? What's that chemistry been like? Because I know you're cooking up some fire.
So like I had been rapping for like a couple months, and he had came in the studio, and he had never produced before, right? He never produced before. He came in the studio, right? My homie K Trill brought him in the studio, We were at NFL Studios, whatever. And what was I gonna say? So he brought him in the studio, and Guan made like 30 or 40 beats. Like his first day being there, he didn't stop. Like not all of them were like hard. Most of them were hard, but like that was his first day making beats, bro. And like he was making like 30, 40 beats a day, and like I just kind of saw his work ethic, and I fucked with it. Like because everyone else in the studio was kind of just dry ass there, like just watching movies. There's like some bullshit, like, and he was just in the studio working. Like he didn't give a fuck about none of that.
Gotcha.
And that was kind of like what I wanted to be on, you know?
Yeah, so you saw that hustle in him and that work ethic and that drive, and that's, you know.
Yeah, and I had the good gas, he had the good beats, so it was just inspiration, you know what I'm saying?
That's
like we're just living inspiration, you know what I'm saying?
I like that, so you're kind of building with each other.
Hell yeah, like I see myself in 5 years with Guan, 10 years with Guan, because like we started together, bro.
Gotcha.
Why stop, you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
And it's funner with him here, you know what I'm saying?
Right. And I also like to ask this to artists because it's cool to get their perspective on it. What's your process like when you go to the studio? Like, how do you get in the zone? How do you get creative with it?
I just smoke, really. I just smoke some bud and then like just fuck around with this fool, joke around, score on each other, shit like that.
Yeah.
It's usually people in the studio and we just cracking jokes, really.
Gotcha.
Shit's funny.
Do you like to have, do you like to just listen to different beats, or do you have like a hook in mind, or is it
sometimes,
give and take?
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I'll have a hook in mind. Sometimes like I'm just going up there, like, you know, I don't really write too much. I write like the first couple lines and then the rest is kind of just like sitting there thinking of some shit, like, cause I punch in, so like I'm doing a bar and then I'll stop, do another bar, stop, do another bar.
That's
like
interesting. That. So you'll kind of maybe do a couple hooks, do a bar, like tap out, tap back in. Like,
yeah,
I like that.
Sometimes it'll take me a month to do a song because I'll do a hook and then not even do the verse until like weeks later.
Right.
You know, but I don't want to force it. Like, what am I supposed to do? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
Like, but I don't know. It works out.
And take your fans a little bit behind the scenes, or what's a day with Stylo like? Let's just take it back. Like, you're in Texas, you're chilling, you're making music. Like, what's a productive day for Stylo?
Just making some money, new money every day. You know what I'm saying? Like, really, that's a productive day. Sometimes I'm not at the studio because I'm making money type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But really, that's a productive day. Going to like all day, all over the DFW, and then going to the studio, and then chilling until like 5 a.m. You know what I'm saying? Like making some music. You know, listening to some music, because you know sometimes it's sessions, but I don't mind. You know what I'm saying? Because it's hard people, it's hard talent coming out of the city, so like why not just stop listening, you know?
For sure.
Support their session, whatever.
And then the last question I wanted to kind of sum everything up with is, let's say you have your own record label.
Bad News Media?
Yeah, Bad News Media. Like, what are some goals for that? Like, what's the vision for that in terms of where you're trying to be with it? Because I know you got a good business mind, you know?
Yeah, I would want to be like having some artists on the label that like, you know, had a hard time like coming up type shit. I wouldn't want anyone with the silver spoon on my shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't like, I'm not like, I don't click well with people like that. You know what I'm saying?
Someone that's really working for their spot.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, like my mom worked like nonstop, you know what I'm saying, growing up. It was really just me and her type shit, you know?
Right. What was your upbringing like? Like, were you a sports kid? Were you a music
Not really.
kid?
I moved around a lot. Like, I didn't really find myself till I was older, I guess.
Yeah.
But I was just trying to figure out who I was. I like moved around like a fuckload. I lived with my grandma till I was like 6, and then I moved in with my mom. We got like an apartment in like Cedar Hill, Texas, and then moved to Irving, and then moved to fucking Mesquite, fucking everywhere, like Oak Cliff, like all over. I've lived all over the DFW area, you know?
Got you. So you got love for Texas.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the cops suck, you know?
Yeah.
Fuck the police, but shit. I mean, Yeah, I got love for Texas. We got good gun laws.
Right, right.
You know what I'm saying? You can get shot over there.
Word. It's different than New York. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot different. The murder rate is crazy right now, low key.
Yeah. So before we finish up, any shout outs or things people should look out for Stylo coming up soon?
Shit, look out for that tape that I'm about to name tomorrow.
Okay.
Shit. I'm just finna be out here, bro. I'm finna drop some clothes. People gonna fuck with that, you know?
Hell yeah.
Finna drop some music.
What's your social media handle so people can follow you?
It is STYLO period BN. You know?
STYLO period BN.
Yeah. Stylo.bn.
Stylo, I appreciate you coming through.
No problem, bro. Anytime.
Pleasure.
Yeah, just call me.